It's still Breakfast Daily on Citi TV. Now we have 26 days to go before we determine who serves us for the next 4 years. And it's really important for us to begin documenting issues that are in our community that we want our leaders to solve for us. So if you have any problems, bad roads, bad schools, your kids don't even have a place to play, your markets are bad, your hospitals are nothing to write home about, just take out your phone and record an up to 1 minute video. Send that video to us via the email hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com or WhatsApp it to us at 0550585832. We want the entire nation and the world to know what you're going through and what we all need to do to make life a little bit better for you. If you don't have a camera phone, don't worry. You can still text your experience to us via the email hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com, and our WhatsApp line again is 0550585832. Now, throughout this segment, if we are talking about a specific issue and you are in that particular constituency, we want to hear from you. So just use the hashtag Breakfast Daily and the WhatsApp line, and then we'll receive your messages. Let's take a look at the first video we received this week.
Koma ba yetoraya yeto murama den yagaya ama koma dirsimse tenyel ma komnyel ama dirsim no konyuru fiel ba bien do papelan bien de mo be sakate katraye luya duna yu o yelgmena won kanate nkaba bukole zuma gar yum pia o blan garge terbo ne pompi ma de nankar yewon gase poma ka pompi no ma de nan to wele jan sak boble diso papa bilhin wanye so yen ku bal nyango ha ko ma bla patana halle so ali bi so da bal nyango ka tibla nyer kom beti yetum ka ti kyankar nyu balun le kar yiru mo nyang ma ka parna diso banana ko porso ka tra kyante yel ka yo te be jemnu ba ma ban ma pora te ku to perma ko zo ka ko ma kulan pa chi shi so diso dirin katinye so humba karin bari yel pana mo meyi ko to fulte zelo yon bi karden pa no na yon bi anu to na sonte karndele nye ko nyuru mo ma mi kom kambu ka ta yi zan nirkam an to zan la ku
imale ashibte ni shukote yon cheche
shikuma dum bi ashibten kan den ko bien nya paloma bamba fiala hale tra yelo paloma ba fiala dum me na pa me bra nya zuma haye yidinya gan ki dona yibane nya de ko perga ma haye ni zo de na bu metem wala so
to pibu kan na la bal bo ka mai na zanti yon bi pola cheche bi pola mini politicians zan bi pola gana zan bi pola te table multi kamun ya voter
anye tera vote la jilin se voten to amazongo ni na ni hakar tama tenda go halchel ma nguna tene mamma ban vote ma yibu takata ma teten semana to kuen voter ma kaba bang le soye do me gana ni ayan ye wazu zang pa politics pour ali la ya ka ye gomnati ne pangno ma sha ama abalira ya ka lir gana za ka an yerchel ma ka ya ka par gomnati ma nisa atila man wala ma nizo tene numero be zaka kenji mari kenji kam MP sore diete katanya do ma luwe tumya tebo gando wo tumya ama won tum yuma de semni so badiwo katnya dlan baki de mo sahane kate beranan palma karba de banan fin ya kala ci bugun ko lan ka te me shi kurtite to dindina ta kutu we no batum ama wo yula ban man.
So that's the Tamale constituency, and for most of us, we've enjoyed free water for the better part of this year, but the people who find themselves in this specific constituency don't have access to potable water. There's a journalist and a resident in the area who is going to join us to help us understand the magnitude of this problem and why we need to solve it urgently. Talking about Mohammed Kayaba. Good morning, Mohammed.
Good morning,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you so much for joining us. I think we're getting some feedback from you. I'm not sure if your TV is on, but please try and turn it down for us. It's not okay yet, but we'll continue on and see if we can work with it. Tell us a bit about exactly where you are and the problem that Grandpa just described for us.
Okay, so good morning once again, and good morning to our listeners and viewers as well. That is in the northern region of Ghana, Tamale South constituency, precisely. Last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we went there to verify this one village, one dump issue that the MPP captured as their delivery truck that they have completed.
Okay, and go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead. We hear you.
Okay, so we went to the site and we realized that it wasn't all that completed. And some of the challenges that they raised or they discussed with us was the water, potable water, drinking water. And for now, fortunately, because of the rains, so they heavily depend on the rains for the water, for water to drink. But aside that one village, one dam, they don't have any potable water aside that one. And this one, they share it with animals, and then the only government and the member of parliament there, who is Honorable Haruna Idrisu, to come to their aid. And he also told us that plans were underway. They discussed, they met the MP and that of the MPP parliamentary candidate, Honorable Yusuf Yakubu, and they promised them that they will give them water. And that was not only the issue. They were also having some challenges with regards to their roads. And in fact, considering the distance that they have to cover before they have access to the water is very far, and the route too is not all that good. That is the Chishi that I mean. So, and there is a road that links Chishi to another village to before you can get to the major route to get to Tamale. And it was very, very bad. The route was very, very bad. It was according to the youth chairman, they discussed with police and then NC parliamentary candidates for them to come to their aid.
How difficult has this water situation made life for people in the Tamale constituency?
Yes, water is a major problem when it comes to Tamale South constituency. You can mention the
We're losing you there. If you can go back to where you were originally standing, that would really help us hear you clearly, Mohammed.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So I was saying that water is a major problem comes to Tamale South constituency. Even in Tamale town, Yohane Yapala is one, Retain and other areas. And then talking about the village, according to the leaders, they find it very hard, the women and the children.
It looks like we're losing you again. We'll call you back, Mohammed, so that we have a better appreciation for exactly what you're explaining. But so far, we're looking at the Tamale South constituency, where people don't have access to potable water. And even going to get water is difficult because their roads are bad. They have to rely on rains. And we all know what happens when it rains. So people waiting till it rains till they can get access to potable water, that's not sustainable. We've been trying to get a hold of the DCE to really understand what they've been doing for the people of the Tamale South constituency, because water is a basic necessity. You need clean water to be healthy. You need clean water to cook. You need clean water to take a shower, to stay clean, especially now that we're talking about being in an era of a pandemic, that we always need to wash our hands with clean running water and soap. How are the people of this community going to do that when they don't have access to clean, potable water? We have Mohammed back with us. Mohammed, welcome back.
Thank you.
Please go ahead.
So like I was saying, so during dry season, they find it very difficult to get water. They travel long distances for about 30 minutes before they can get water. And they also use motorcades and other vehicles for water. So they spend a lot during the dry season. And students also don't go to school very early because they have to provide water before they can go to school. In fact, the women there were also complaining bitterly about the absence or lack of water in the community.
How long has this problem been with the people of Tamale South?
It's not a short period. It's been wild for some time, for over 2 decades or 20 years now. That is the challenge that they are facing as a community. And so that is why the youth chairman of the community made mention that it is high time for them to put aside this consistency aside and vote based on development and nothing else but based on development and their issues.
What are some of the things the MC and the DC and the parliamentary candidates are saying? Because if this has been there for 20 years, someone must have tried to do something about it by now.
So our interaction with the assemblyman in that area, he made mention that they started the project of connecting pipe water to the area, but the pipe and other materials that they used to connect the water to the community wasn't all that big or sufficient enough to push the water to the community. And so even the man also suggested that, alleged that there was this man who connected the pipe to his place. And so because of that, they were not there, the pipe water wasn't coming to their place again. So they had to go to the man to disconnect, for the man to disconnect the water again. So currently, as we speak, it's on standby. They don't work on it, and they don't have potable water. Luckily, on their part, it is raining season, so they only depend on the water, and that's of the one village, one dam, of which less than 30% are using it.
Wow. Do they share stories of perhaps getting sick as a result of this water problem that they have?
Do they what?
Do they get sick because of the nature of the water they have to drink? Have they explained, talked to you about any health issues that they've gone through?
We all know that in the absence of potable water, some of the diseases that may come to their way. And so issues like cholera and other, waterborne diseases could be seen. So and then malaria as well. And so for that one, we obviously had certain things like that, and the people were saying that because of that, they don't even know what to do in terms of treating such diseases.
Now, let's talk about the roads. What's the issue with the roads as well?
With the road, is different communities. The one that I sent to you, it's another community in the Tamale South constituency.
Okay, and what community is that one?
It's from Yong Dakpem Yili, starting from Yong Dakpem Yili to Kotenge.
Okay.
So in these two communities, the road that links the two communities is what I sent to you, and it's about 500 meters route. And so the major road that links Vitim to Baliga and then Kotenge, because of the state of the bridge, they were asked or they were advised not to use that major route. So the only available route that they can use is what I sent to you.
We are looking at that right now. The potholes are big.
Hello?
Yes, we're looking at the roads right now.
Yeah. So that is what I'm saying. So that route starts from Yong Dakpem Yili, a community under Tamale South, to Kotenge, then from Kotenge to Baliga. So that is the route. And this route is being tried by tipper trucks and other vehicles because there's a gravel pit that in Baliga. So majority of the gravel, the tipper trucks use that route to be able to access the gravel pit. And the residents and the community members to also use the same route for them to move from that village or from Baliga, Kotenge, Yong Dakpem Yili to Tamale. And remember, these people are farmers. And so that is the only available route that they use to transport their food or their farm produce from the community to the town center, which is Tamale.
Wow. So as I'm hearing you, it sounds as though this water and road problem will directly impact children's ability to study in school because they won't be able to get to school on time. They need clean water to take a shower before they go to school. Their parents can't get to the market because the roads are bad. I'm sure your leaders are watching us this morning. What would you like to tell them about fixing this potable water and road issue within the Tamale South constituency?
Okay, for a nation that wants to develop, there are two areas that they should also take into consideration. That is looking at the water and that of the roads. The roads, take it or leave it, help us to do our transportation. These are farmers. These are people who come to Tamale for education or for health issues and for other economic activities. So when the roads lead that connects to from their villages to the town center is not good, we all know the consequences. And if its community is existing without the potable water, we know the health implications that it will cause. So we are calling on government and other authorities to come to these people's aid. They are indeed suffering a lot, and they don't deserve it because they are Ghanaians. They are not spectators. So they'll be very glad if government and other authorities come to their aid to address or to help them address this issue. Because they pay taxes, they do other important things that the country wants them to do. So why is it that they don't have access to potable water? I mean, the water that we use for other purposes, not for drinking, they use it for drinking.
Thank you very much, Mohammed Kayaba, for being with us. We'll try and get a hold of your DCE next week to hear exactly what they've been doing to solve this problem. And thank you at home for joining us for this segment of Hello, Mr. President. It's really important that we solve problems in all communities in the country, not just in the major cities that we can all see. My name is Jifa Ekuya Amatam. Hi there. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends.
This is Breakfast Daily on Citi TV.
Join the Breakfast Daily team Monday through Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 10. Join us for breakfast daily, only on Citi TV.